Hillary of Creative Faith, and I am back today with another video in my Get in God's Word series right here on my YouTube channel, and I'll be sure to put a link in the description box below to the playlist where you guys can find all of my videos about how to get in God's Word. So I'm sharing kind of different techniques and ways of studying the Bible to help you guys, and you are loving this series, and that makes me so happy and brings me so much joy to see you all excited about how to study the Bible and how to write His Word on your hearts in your lives. And so today I'm going to be talking about something new. I'm talking about scripture writing. Now, this is something that I have done since 2014. So I've been doing this for a really, really long time, and I love it. And there's some different ways to go about doing it, but basically you're just writing out Bible verses. That is scripture writing. So these are my first prayer journals, and these both came from when I was living in the Dominican Republic. And so this is kind of when I started doing scripture writing. And so I've tabbed some different entries that I wanted to show you guys. And so this is the very first one I ever did back in November of 2014. How special is that? And so with scripture writing, you guys can just use a pen and paper, or you can use markers or watercolors or washi tape to kind of dress up your journal entries. You can do it in a notebook or in a Bible. But these are just some examples of entries that I've done and things I've done. So this is my prayer and praise journal from 2014 to 2016. And I just love going back through it and seeing my prayers and what God had taught me and what He continues to teach me. But mixed in with my prayers, I would do some scripture writing. And so this is Psalm 18, and you'll see I just did a little bit of decorating with it. And then here's another one. I just did some watercolor with pen on top. And then this one, I added more of a scene. It's from Genesis 28. And so a lot of them are in Spanish because I was living in the Dominican Republic. And then this one's Psalm 119. And so I just think there's something so special and beautiful about simply writing out scripture. And the Bible talks about, how can we live according to your word? But to hide God's word in our hearts. And for me, scripture writing has just been a really awesome way to go about doing that. So this is the second prayer journal that I had in the Dominican Republic. And I was living there, and so again, I just used some colored pens, and then I did some writing about it underneath. Here's one for Psalm 91, and I love these fun feathers. This one I used some watercolors again and pen. This one I made a little washi tape frame, which I think looks so cute. And then this one, I did some watercolor down the side and did a little more with like brush lettering-ish, faux calligraphy. So anyways, those are some examples from my very first prayer journals. And so now, these were back in, 2014, it was like 5 years ago. And so I wanted to share with you guys really fun tools that just came to the Creative Faith Etsy shop to help you with this. So there's 2 of them. The first thing I have are these Hot Chocolate with Hillary notebooks. So you guys know on my YouTube channel I have a series called Hot Chocolate with Hillary, and I'll put a link in the description box below to those videos. And it's kind of a chance for us to sit down and chit chat over a cup of something warm and talk about what God is doing in our lives. And so this is the one that I have been using. And each episode of Hot Chocolate with Hillary, I share a Bible verse that connects with what God's been teaching me. And so I just am writing them out in this little traveler's notebook. And so you could use these notebooks to do the same, either with your own quiet time with the Lord or using the Hot Chocolate with Hillary series. And so this is mine. But then in my Etsy shop, they come in 2 different kinds. There's either blank ones or lined ones. And so I'll be sure to put a link in the description box below so you guys can check out this resource in my Etsy shop, a sweet little journal to write out scripture. And then this one I'm so excited about. It's so beautiful. So my uncle asked me to make him and my aunt a notebook, and so I wanted something gender neutral, so I went with blue, and I feel like this looks like the ocean. I love the background that I made. So that's what it looks like. And inside, you can use this notebook for a lot of different things, but one of the things you could use it for is scripture writing. So at the bottom of each page, it has a different scripture, and I forgot how many pages. I think there's 50 pages with different scriptures. And so you could use these notebooks for all sorts of things. You could, I think I might use mine for taking sermon notes. You could use it for school if you're in school. You could use it in your quiet times, or you could use it to journal out and scripture letter these verses. So this is a really awesome resource, and I just think it turned out so beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love these blue notebooks, and so I will put a link in the description box so you guys can check this out in my Etsy store too. And then I wanted to show you guys a few other examples of things that I have done for scripture lettering, scripture writing. So the first one, this is a little notebook from Growing Meadows, and I'll link her Etsy shop below. My friend Bonte gave it to me, and I've been just writing out scripture. So again, this is like literally black pen, that's it. But there's just something so beautiful about writing out God's word, and that it just helps us remember it more, helps us kind of meditate and think on it, and I can flip back through this and be reminded of all the times and things that God taught me. So the other resource I wanted to give you guys a little flip through of, this was a scripture lettering challenge from my friend Amanda over at Move the Mountains, and I will link Amanda's website below. She did a free challenge. I don't think it's available online, but she might open it up again, so you could send her an email and ask. But she had these phrases from scripture that we should letter each day, and it was all about daughter of promise. And so a lot of them I did, like some of them I wrote out the whole scripture reference, and then some of them I just wrote out her phrase. But you'll see, like for this one, I was illustrating what God taught me. And so I just added some washi tape on some of these. So you can kind of, and these are stickers, so you can kind of do as much as or as little as you want when it comes to scripture writing. You could just use a pen, or you could, decorate the whole page. I really liked using the washi tape. I just thought it made it look really pretty, and just a way to dress it up and make it look nice. So there's one more page. So that was with the scripture lettering challenge from Amanda over at Move the Mountains. Then another resource I wanted to share with you guys are these Write the Word journals from a company called Cultivate What Matters. And I'll put a link below to their online shop. They have different Write the Word journals about different topics. So this one was Cultivate Joy, but they have like Cultivate Forgiveness, Cultivate Faith, Cultivate Renewal, Cultivate Gratitude, and then each of the verses is kind of about that topic. So this one, I thought it was going to be more about joy, but it was really more about loving people, which I guess brings joy. And so there's come with a today's spot, a grateful for spot, scripture, and then a space on the back to journal or write. I used it for prayer writing. So that is another little resource for you guys, is the Write the Word journals from Cultivate What Matters. So anyways, this is another way to get in God's Word is through scripture writing. Writing out God's Word, writing out scripture. I also, in my little blue notebook, I say if you choose to read and study the scriptures on the bottom of the pages of this notebook, be sure to look around and read the whole context of what's happening. So that's one thing that when you do scripture reading, make sure that you aren't just kind of cherry picking verses, but you're really reading all the verses around it in the chapter and learning, like, okay, what's God trying to teach? Because I think sometimes we can just pick a verse because we like it, but really God has so much more to say with the surrounding verses too. So anyways, let me know in the comments below, have you guys done scripture writing before? And give me some love for these new notebooks in my Etsy shop. Head over, take a look, and maybe consider supporting Creative Faith through getting one of these to use in your quiet time with the Lord, or gifting one for a friend. So anyways, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments also, are you guys liking this Get in God's Word series? Do you want me to keep going? What have you been learning from it? And be sure to subscribe to the Creative Faith YouTube channel for more Bible journaling and faith videos like this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, friends!